What's poppin', homies? It's your favorite homegirl, Gossip Girl, and today we are going to talk about Afrika Bambaataa. Um, he is being sued, okay, from someone whose name is not out there, and he's going by John Doe. He is suing Afrika Bambaataa because of, Afrika Bambaataa abused him sexually and other things. So we're going to get into that. This is really, how can you be a hip hop pioneer and you are doing these things to these kids at the time? Like, I just don't get that. Let's just get into it. Afrika Bambaataa, a legendary hip hop pioneer, has been sued by a man who claims he was sexually abused and prostituted by him as a minor. The victim, who has remained anonymous, filed a lawsuit last month in New York asserting that Bambaataa started sexually abusing him at the age of 12 from 1991 to 1995. He also claims that the musician would take him to different locations where other men, adult men, also abused him. Sickening. Afrika Bambaataa, whose real name is Lance Taylor, would have been 33 years old or 34 during that time of the assaults. The lawsuit states that the victim, identified only as John Doe, suffered physical injury, severe and permanent emotional distress, mental anguish, depression, and embarrassment due to Bambaataa's alleged assault and gross negligence. Although Bambaataa has not commented on this lawsuit, he previously stated that he never abused anyone when similar allegations surfaced in 2016. The victim is calling for a jury trial. All right now. And they need to bring out all the rest of the people that Bambaataa passed this guy around to the other adults. They need to be exposed as well. Bambaataa, who is known for founding the first hip-hop organization, Zulu Nation, and has been accused of sexually assaulting young boys several times over the past decade. The first story broke in 2016 when Bronx native and political activist Ronald Savage accused the musician of molesting him when he was 15 years old. Savage said that he was a kid excited to hang out with Zulu Nation within the hip-hop scene of the Bronx when a 23-year-old Bambaataa started to molest him in 1980. He said he was assaulted at least 5 times, but never went to the police. "I want him to know how much he damaged me growing up," Savage told the New York Daily News, 36 years after the alleged incident. "People don't understand that you are scared. You're scared if you tell on this person and what are they going to do to you. And you also don't know what they're going to do to your family." Bambaataa denied the allegations in an interview with Fox 5 News during that time, claiming that it just sounds crazy for people to say that. Now, however, Chuck Freeze, a member of Jazzy 5 who performed with Bambaataa and knew Savage, said that Savage was no liar. Ronald was the kind of guy that you can trust. And that's what Chuck Freeze said. At least 3 more men also came forward around that time, alleging that Bambaataa abused them while they were teenagers. They claimed that the abuse was well known in the Bronx community before the 1970s, and that members of the Zulu Nation were also aware. Everybody that knew about these allegations need to go down as well. Another victim, Hassan Campbell, claims that he was 13 when Bambaataa began showing him pictures of nude men engaging in sexual activity. The interactions allegedly escalated to Bambaataa touching a young boy, and they eventually engaged in oral sex. Now, wait a minute. Hassan Campbell. Hassan Campbell. Hassan Campbell has a YouTube channel, right? I believe I watched a few of his videos. I don't remember even watching a video of him talking about Afrika Bambaataa, but he speaks about a lot of different things. He's light skinned, always wear like the New York cap and glasses. Yeah, I've seen a few of his videos before. Um, mm, yeah, because he used to talk about stuff about jail and the streets of the Bronx and being out there and all that kind of stuff. I've seen a few of his videos. But I don't know if he talked about his interaction with Afrika Bambaataa on YouTube on his channel. I would have to go back and look and see if he has. All these victims involved, I hope they're seeing a therapist, because this can really mess with your mind. Okay? It can really mess you up. And by you being a male, it can really screw you up. If it screws up women who are sexually abused, imagine what it can do to a guy. This was an ongoing thing for several years. Campbell went on to say he eventually broke away in his late teens. The allegations eventually led to Bambaataa stepping down as the head of Zulu Nation. The organization also distanced itself from its founder. In a letter signed by almost 36 members, the organization apologized to the victims for their poor response to the situation. Now, the most recent John Doe came forward about the abuse when he told his mother about it in his early 30s. The New York Child Victim Act passed a law in 2019 extending the statute of limitations for victims of childhood sexual abuse and enabled the victim to file his lawsuit now. Now, according to the lawsuit, Bambaataa eventually encouraged John Doe to watch pornographic videos while in Bambaataa's apartment, which progressed to mutual masturbation and sodomy. Whew, this is a lot. This is a lot. He is a well-known, he's a celebrity. He's a public figure. I just, do Jesus, Lord have mercy. In the filings, the Zulu Nation, Universal Zulu Nation, and XYZ Corp are listed as entities that provided Bambaataa with access to children, including plaintiff, despite knowing that he would likely use their position to groom and to sexually abuse them. Could you imagine, meeting your, at that time, let's just say a celebrity name, we're going to call him Firehouse, right? And he had these banging songs from the 80s, and that's your era, you know what I'm saying? And as you're a kid, you meet Firehouse, and you are a young teenage boy, and Firehouse is a older man, but because he is a celebrity, he has money, and he sees that you are around him and into him because he's a celebrity. He starts to take advantage and starts to groom you. You get what I'm saying? And starts to do things to you. When you are at a young age like that, when these things happen to you, you are scared to tell your parents. You are scared to go to the police. You are just scared because you don't know what this person is capable of doing. Okay? You just don't know. And with these victims, I really do hope they're seeing a therapist. Excuse that coughing in the air. I really do hope that these victims get the help that they need mentally, okay? I hope they are continuing to see a therapist. And I hope Hassan Campbell use his platform to bring awareness to this. Like I said, I don't watch him like that. I'm not subscribed to him. I don't watch him like that. I left a comment on his channel 1 or 2 times, but for something else. But to know that he's one of the ones that's part of this, he's a victim as well. And I just hope that he used his platform to bring awareness. You know what I'm saying? But every person that these victims went to, other men that Afrika Bambaataa took them to, I hope they bring them down as well, if they know the names. Everybody needs to go down for this. All the creeps that were using these young kids at the time needs to go down for this. And I hope the victims get justice. I hope they do. I'm just disgusted with this. This is just too much. I'm disgusted. But I'm just disgusted. But anyway, you guys, that's all I want to talk about at the moment. My heart just go out to the victims. Wow. All right, you guys, that's all I got for right now. And I'll talk to you later.